Good evening and welcome back. So, it's been a while. I've been ill for over 2 weeks and I still have a bit of an issue with my throat, so I will be coughing a bit more than usual. So, keep that in mind, but I did want to get back into game dev. So let's see. I have no idea where I last did in here. Let's check. Let's go through this. No, I'm not dead. I just was ill for a long time. Far too long. Okay, so it's still compiling shaders, which is normal because I didn't open up anything before. Oh yeah, I see. Something that we need to do here. Need to make sure that this character is visible and you can talk to him. Okay. Let's just play through as far as we can play through. So let's figure out if we can meet the innkeeper here somewhere, or if we need to go inside. Doesn't look like he's outside yet. Okay. Oh, there he is. Good. Let's meet him here. Hope I didn't stop him in any way. I did. Damn it. Okay. So let's talk to him here. Okay, we have the quest. Let's do the boxes here. And let's see, so we can go out here now. Let's check our quests. We got this quest. So let's get to the brewery. Let's get rid of that, because we don't need that at the moment. I'm avoiding most of those things here. The ambush and the way night. Because I know that they mostly work. And they don't do anything for us at the moment. So just running past them. There's a bit of visual stuff that I need to fix on the way, but I will go through that at some point and move the trees away from the road, have them not floating and stuff like that. Okay, we have Derek in here, that's good. So now we can get the barrel. Let's okay, unlock that. And we have the beer. Beer barrel, brewery key. And we got the barrel of beer. And let's do these. And grab the recipe. Now we have the recipe and just need to find a way back. So let's see if the town portal does work. Okay, it works. Let's see. Innkeeper's out here. We no longer have the barrel, but we have a bit more coins here. And the quest is gone. So now we just need to find a way back to the city and finish the game. And for that, let's see, is this guy up here? I kind of doubt it. Nope, he's not. Okay. So we need to talk to him inside here. Okay. So we have a look to the west. Let's see if we can see any smoke or any signal or something like that. So there's no beacon visible here, that's not good. Okay, there it is. Might just be that the color is not visible against the sky dome. But the beacon is there. So I might need to add something to it so that there's something in the sky that we can see. Okay. Okay, let's bring them to the smiths. Let's check broken gears. And let's teleport back to town. and she's in here. So let's talk to her. Okay, should be done. Yeah, okay, so it's kind of a hack, but gears are fixed. So there's no time passing because I had issues with that. So I took it out. So we should be able to get back to the cave entrance. And then run to the airship again. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay. And we're done. So it's possible to play through the game. There's nothing stopping us at the moment. There are just a lot of things that need to be fixed visually, and a few things with characters not being in the right place at the right time. So let's have a look at that again. Let's have a look in here. And let's open up the schedule. So for instance, why was the air dock worker not there? Okay, we were talking to him after his work end. So it could have been there, but I don't think he moved at all. So we can maybe change the times here so that he's running around a bit later. So let's make this 8, 9, and then go to good. Something like this. Oh, let's go a bit later. So now he should be there, but I'm not 100% sure if he can find the way properly up to that platform, that's another thing. And then there's the thing that if they are seeing me, they just stop whatever they are doing and get stuck. So let's figure that out. So that's a blackboard based condition, sees player. I think we are doing this in here. So if we see the player, no, not. Door interaction. Okay. So it's in the set state. Let's have a look at that. So this is ticking all the time. We are checking if we are in the talking mode. If that's true, we set this is talking to player. If it's false, we go in here. And then we do this to check if they can see the player. So get the player capsule component, world location, and the AI root component. Check that against when we get the forward vector. The dot product of that. Oh, what did I do here? And then we also check the distance. So at a specific distance, they should start up doing anything again, but for some reason, once this is true, they are stuck. Here we are checking if we are not sleeping. Then we set this to cease player. And we also set it to cease player on the character. And if that is false, then we are checking other stuff here. Set this to idle here. Let's check that again real quick. Let's load save game here. Ah, damn it. Save game. Save game has an issue. And what's this? Item actor. Damn it. So the event here is called. Wait. Is that happening here or is it just. Oh, damn it. We have a lot of null references here for village I reference and all the item actors. So now we have nothing there. So if I load in, let's see, closed gate. Okay, now I'm getting all these. So it's trying to find item actors and cannot find the right ones. That's not good. Yeah, all of the item actors are not loaded. That's not good. Why are they not loaded? This level should be Distance loaded. Level details. Yeah, it should be there, so it should be loaded in. And streaming distance is 5,000. So it should be loaded. Let's see. So I can do the navigation here. It's also one thing that I don't really like is that the navigation takes so long to build. But it should be built once the game starts, so it shouldn't be an issue. But for some reason it rebuilds every time. It doesn't save properly. While we edit, let's have a look at the stairs here. It's not a demon summoning circle. It's a signal rune that the airship is landing there. It's also binding the airship there for when it landed. Just need to use more runes all over the world so it doesn't look that out of place. That's the issue. And it's a friendly green. It's not something evil looking. Yeah, I might need to add something here that looks more like a landing pad. So if I have the airship here. Kind of fits in here a bit better. Okay, let's try to load that game again. Maybe the save game is also broken. That could also be the case. Okay, now we have these here loaded. And let's have a look. So it's 8:20, and let's see where the AI is running around. Okay. Not quite familiar with that, but if you say so. Okay, so that guy is still in there. You know, we set his time to be at his workplace at 9. So for some reason, he doesn't want to move. That's not good. But I mean, we have the innkeeper there. That's good. Do we have the librarian going to work? Oh yeah, okay. So she might be at work. Let's see. Smith is not at work. And she's not here. Where the hell is she? Oh, that's not good. We are missing a Smith. And the librarian is also not here. Okay, so there are some issues with the character placement. So if I load in to a game, the characters are not in the right places. Unless they're standing outside. But then they're also just standing around and not do anything. So there's definitely a lot of stuff broken here. Let's see, do we have the characters here? Yeah, these characters are in here. Okay. That guy there. And we should have the barmaid here. Let's see. Oh yeah, the barmaid is here. But she's stuck in the floor. Here we have the cook stuck in the floor. So there are issues with loading them in at specific spots, which I have no idea how to fix at the moment. Might be that they are loaded in, but the the house is not there yet, so they are stuck in the floor somehow. Not sure. And then there should be a guy over here. Who's not in the right place. Let's check the floor here. Okay, so he's stuck here. Let's see if we can find the Smith here. Is that the Smith? No, that's Flower. Okay, so there are definitely issues with placing the characters. And what is this? Find closest bed. Oh, okay, so that makes sense. So if closest bed is null, then we need to set this to check before we are doing anything else here. So checking the game time against the bedtime. Yeah. And we do have, so the villager I reference is not set here. Yeah, because we are not setting it properly. Makes sense. Let's save that. Let's check this again. So we have no one in here. So are they in here? Nope. They're not. So there's still issues. So she's not here. So it works for some characters, but not for all, for some reason. Yeah. Okay, so this guard is no longer here. but he's also not on his post. Nope. Okay. Let's see. What kind of errors do we get? None trying to read property closest bed. Okay, I move to. Okay. So if the closest bed cannot be found, we don't want to do anything here. So let's do that. So it's valid. So if it's valid, we want to do this. Otherwise, we want to go up here. Just sanity check. Is that set properly so we don't get errors later? Even though we should do that before we do any other checks here, I think. Yeah, I think we need to do this somewhere else. So let's not do it here. Let's do that before we do anything here. So if in this instance, once we go through the whole loop, this is still not valid, we want to finish the execution and go out. If it is valid, we check against the time, and if that's not correct, then we also finish execute. Otherwise, we should have a proper village AI reference, we should have a proper closed bed reference, and then we can do this here. Okay, that's that. What's the issue with game instance reference? So item actor doesn't have the game reference, game instance reference here. It should be on here. So if we do the begin play, we get the game instance. And set this. We are doing this here as well. So we are setting all that on begin play. But I'm not sure. Why do we call release item before we call begin play? That's strange. I mean, we can just add this in here as well. Do a valid check. But I mean, if this is not valid, then we have bigger issues that the game instance is not found properly and all that stuff. So I don't know why this is not working. Could also just be that the initialization is not called properly. That's why this is happening. So let's try this. So I mean, all these are here. The gate is open. So let's check. Do we have the characters? Probably not. There's no one here. Okay, so we have characters here, but for some reason they are not set properly. So that's not good. Do we have characters in here? Nope. So let's check something. Let's see. Okay, we have the airship captain in the right location. The airship dock worker is in place. Baker is supposed to be here, but it's not showing up properly. Yeah, the barmaid is below the floor for some reason. So the work location for the barmaid is correct here, but for some reason she's not set in the right spot. So let's move that up a bit so that she's not falling through the floor. Same for the cook. And let's go through the others here. So this is merchant work location. Let's move that up a bit. So let's see. Okay, so that's this one. So let's move that up. Then go in here, check the work location in here. What is this? Servant, mayor. This up a bit. Okay. Innkeeper. Yeah, this work location worked, so he didn't force us forward. Let's move it up a bit as well. Then let's have a look at the warehouse worker. Let's move this up slightly. Because they should be teleported to those locations, and if they are not in the right spot, then that could be an issue. So she's above the ground. He's above the ground. Let's move that slightly away from bed. Okay, let's try this again. See if that changed anything. So I already see runtime errors, game instance reference not found, so I might need to change a few things there. Because there's a game instance running and it's just a reference that's not there. Okay, so these two are here. Not quite sure why they are both naked, but I'm not judging them, so... Okay, she's in the ground, he's not there. Strange. And we don't have a Smith. Yep, no Smith. Okay, let's see. Let's pause this. And let's check them. So where is my Smith? My Smith is somewhere, but I'm not sure where that is. So it probably fell through the world, which is definitely not good if you need her. Librarian. Is supposed to be here, but it's not showing up. Okay, the mayor is there. Merchant is also falling through the ground. Merchant 2 is there, but not up there. So there are also issues where they're showing up here. So let's put that to real time and see if that's an issue. Game view. Zoom. Pause that. Okay, they didn't move at all. So the baker. Let's have a look. Okay, there's an issue here that some of the materials are not showing up, but there should be a mesh. And yeah, meshes are there. But why is this not showing up properly? Strange. So, cook. Yeah, I don't understand why they are invisible. That's really strange. I mean, they are... Wait, no. What's happening here? I think I know what's happening. It's not showing us the right position of that character, so... That's the issue, I think. So let's close that. And let's do selected viewport. Yeah, the problem is I can't see them here because this is blocking it. Ah, damn it. I don't remember how to set this up so that I can see both the active game thing and this here. Do we need to eject? No, let's not do anything like that. So, who are you? So this is the guard captain, who for some reason doesn't have the right clothing. Okay, the innkeeper is out here. The mayor is up there. Merchant is falling through the walls. She's stuck on the floor. So I think I need to have a delay for them spawning in. Let's try that. So the village AI character. If we set them to the right location. Where are we doing that? Here. So before we do this, let's add a delay. Let's go with a second. Let's see if that helps. So the ground is loaded properly before they are moved somewhere. Okay, so these two are here now. We have all these characters standing in their home locations. So, wait, no, she's not. She's here. Okay, so that helped. That delay. Yeah, I'm still sick. Still not 100%ly cured. But I thought 2 weeks were time enough to get better, so I'm streaming again, so not 100% sure why some of the characters are naked for some reason, but if they want to do that, go for it. Okay, so that helped, that delay there. So let's possess her again. And let's have a look. Okay, we still have the issue that the characters are not in the right spot in some cases. And they are just standing around and not do their patrolling or moving to specific spots. Oh wait, we have some movement here. That's strange. Okay. There was a bit of movement, but not the movement I wanted. So let's wait a moment for this guard here to switch her shift. Okay, so now she's going home. But all the other characters are not moving. And this guard here is not moving into place. Ah, damn it. I know that the system worked at some point, but then I changed something somewhere and everything broke. For some reason. Ah, damn it. Okay. So, we no longer get the village II issue here, so let's try to fix this issue. So let's get the game instance. Cast my game instance. And target that there. That's the thing that I wanted to avoid doing, because I don't want to have the cast here all the time. I mean, it's not that expensive, but still wanted to avoid it. Okay, let's check this. Do we get the same issues or not? Because every time we get an error, something somewhere in the game does not work. Usually the command after that error is not executed properly. So I should have no errors here, but I still have the same issue. So set item data, and okay, so in here we need to do the same. So let's do that. Okay. Get item data. Same here. Okay, so now that's no longer an issue. So let's set this here. So if this is not set, then just set this here. So that should be set for the rest. And item actor, let's do the same. Then hopefully we should be able to avoid the cast here, which I haven't even connected properly here. So we don't get errors, that's good. So let's have a look. Let's try a character. So we are teleporting them to the location, which means the teleport function should move them a bit to the side. So it shouldn't be an issue. Here they should still be there, but for some reason they are not. Okay, and here I also need to add another check, because at the moment we are checking, okay, are we between work start and work end? If that's true, we are setting them to the work location and set the AI state to at work. But is that the right AI state? Is the NPC state? Let's see. Okay, yeah, here we are setting set AI state. So that's correct. But here we are setting this to getting ready for bed, which might not be correct. I think I'm just setting this to idle and then see what we get. And here I might also remove this connection. Because this should tick through and check everything. So hopefully we have some characters in the right place and moving about properly. So she moved a bit. Let's see. Do they move? And do we have the guy up here? Nope. And they're just standing in there. Sorry about that. Had to blow my nose and take some medication. Okay. Well, not okay, but they are not moving. Why are you not moving? What's your problem? Apart from the fact that part of the clothing is changing color. But he should be going to work. So let's check if this is set up properly. Where are we? So let's see. So you have the warehouse worker pass blind, which is right out the door. Yeah, that's the right one. So, can you get to it? You should be able to. Yeah, should be able to get there. So it's not the navigation, it's something else somewhere. Okay, so let's check his schedule. What is he doing? Or not schedule, but the behavior tree for this guy. So let's have the behavior tree. And let's start the game and have a look. So that shouldn't hinder anything. So let's see. We want, yeah, the airship dock worker. So he is getting dressed and ready for work, and he's just waiting. Okay, so his work start. Oh. Okay, so his work start is completely different than what I thought I had set in here. Yeah, his bedtime is, work start is at 9 and end is at 8. And this is completely different here. So that's the issue. The times are not set up properly for them. So let's see. Strange. So are we setting the schedule here properly? So here we get the character data component and we get the schedule. Set that in here for the controller reference. Oh, we do have the AI state here. So okay, we initialize this and then we are setting all this, which should be okay. That's strange. Okay. Why does he have a completely screwed up schedule? Let's check other characters and see if their schedule is also screwed up. It would explain a lot. So the merchant has a work start at 9, work end at 5. So that looks okay. Let's do something, and let's add a key to this, because I want to check something here. Maybe that the time is not set correctly. And then here. Time key. What is this? Blackboard key selector. Yeah. And set blackboard value. As int. And then we need to get the time here. Game time. Get hour. And then set this here. So basically that's the first number here. Just want to check against that. Even though the schedule at the moment is a bit strange because I only have the hour that I can set for the characters, and I want this to be a bit more detailed so that I can set minutes and all that stuff as well, but let's see. Okay, so for some reason this is set to 0. Okay. I think I know what the issue is. Because we need to set this to be exposed at spawn. And then set it up here as our current hour. Okay, now the current hour is 8. Work start is 9. And the state key is getting ready for work. As soon as this switches to 9, it should be set to ready for work. So let's have a look here. Oh, damn it. Okay, so it's 9 now. And okay, now we are switching over here. Okay, so that works. Let's check for our airship dock worker, which is still completely screwed up times here. Did I not save this? Yeah, his work started is at... This is completely screwed up. Because the morning and the work end is at the same time, so that cannot work for any system. So he's screwed up. Let's have a look. Work start is at 5. Work end is at morning is at 4. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay, so the servant is not set up at all. Okay. Oh, not okay, but nothing we can do about it at the moment. Old miner is... should be on his way, so let's check that. See if that's actually true. Doesn't look like it. So it's trying to do something, but it's not working at all. So the old miner is... okay, now they are both in here. Let's see if they are coming out again or not. So for some reason, they saw me and got stuck. And I can also see that in the background on the behavior tree. It's stuck at that state. And it's not getting out of that state for some reason. It's equal to C's player, and then it tries to rotate, and that doesn't work. And it's getting stuck there, so let's remove that and see if that helps. So we are at the merchant. Let's try to find the old miner again. Okay, so he hasn't reached his work location yet, but he's trying to move to it. But for some reason, it's not getting to this state here. That's strange. But let's see. What is happening here? Maybe we just need to walk in front of them and then kind of kickstart them again so that they are doing something else. Okay, so this guy is going out now. That's good. And we do have movement for the cook and for the barmaid. Even though she's taking strange ways to run around here. Okay, so there's something wrong with her waypoints. Okay, so this guy here got stuck again. Not sure why. And the other guy didn't even leave the house. Let's see. Do we have No, she's not here. Even though she should be there. Okay, she's still in here. Okay, but now, for some reason, she started. Oh, we're close to her. She started working, but then she saw us and got stuck. So let's have a look. What's the issue there? Okay, what's the issue with the innkeeper? So he's still seeing us for some reason. So okay, that is not reset. So once they see us, we stop them and it's never reset properly. What is he doing? He is at work and he should be patrolling. Let's check that. Do we have someone running around here? Looking at trees. Okay, so he's not in here, so he might actually be running around. Ah, he's just standing here. So now we have him stuck. We have him stuck at talking? Oh, damn it. So the whole thing doesn't reset properly. So if these states are false, they do not reset properly. Okay, let's do something here. Let's set this. When we get in here, let's set it to idle. Let's do this and then see what happens. Okay, so this guy... Okay, the airship captain is not loaded, that's correct. The corporate wizard is not there. The airship dock worker has his time screwed up and I don't seem to be able to fix that. The baker is broken now? Why is the baker broken? He's here. Yeah, it's not changing anything. It doesn't go in here for some reason. For the baker. Oh, it's broken for everyone. Yay! Awesome. Okay. Why did that happen? So it doesn't like this. It really doesn't like that. So if I remove that again, does it work now? Okay, so now it works again. Kind of. Okay, this is still broken for some of them. But only because the times are not set for some characters. So why do you not work? Okay, now. Okay, so this guy tried to get to a specific point, but failed. So let's see. Let's try something here. Let's see which one is the one that is in line of sight. So it's not this guy. So it's not him. So it should be this guy. Okay, but is talking is not set here. That's not good. PC state. Let's have a look at that again. So he's ready for work, which is okay because work starts at 8 and it is 8. Can they get down here? Yeah, that looks okay. They should be able to get out of there. I mean, one of them was almost out of there, but then got stuck. Okay, so now they moved. Okay, so one of them managed to get out of the house. The other one didn't. Now he got stuck down there. Okay, so now she moved. That's good. Okay, so now he's... Why are they moving? Bit, then stop, and kind of get stuck again. Yeah. Kind of feels like that I need to be around them, but not in line of sight for them to move. Which is really, really not what I want for them to happen. Yeah, at the moment he sees us. But we should be... Yeah. So that state never changes. That's really annoying. Let's check something else, because I also think that I'm doing something else wrong here. Let's see. Yeah, I have this perception thing here, but I'm not using that. So let's try to set that up. AI perception. Perception updated. Yeah, I think it's the second one that we need. Target perception updated. So do we have here? So is that the actor that we perceived, or what is that? Let's try that. Cast to first person character. And if that is true, then let's set is a line of sight true. If the cast fails, let's set it to false. just try that. And then in here, let's just remove all this and just check against the owner controller. Control pawn reference. Okay, so I don't have a reference to that at all. So let's promote that to a variable. Then we cast to virtual air controller. And let's get that variable. And let's see if that works. Let's just find someone, stand in front of them. So let's get the innkeeper. Just need to find him. There we go. Okay, so at the moment we are in line of sight. Now we moved away and it doesn't change. Okay, so that didn't help at all. Causes the same issue. But I mean, he moved around for a second. That's what I find strange. He was not just standing still, but he moved around. But then he saw us and got blocked for some reason. No, he's standing still at the moment. If we get closer... nothing happens. Okay, so it was something else that caused that. Damn it. I need to look up how this system here works again. And I definitely need to change this because this is causing a lot of issues. The problem is I don't know how I would change it. Kind of. I forgot the commands that I type in, and I'm not sure if the game is running properly, if I can simulate it properly. Because if I'm simulating, the world is not loaded. That's kind of the issue. But I can set the AI debug here. The problem is I can't simulate it because I'm using world composition and the map is not loaded when we start the game. So that's kind of an issue. There should be kind of something around the character, but I'm not sure how to set this. I need to set up something here that shows me all that. Visualize. Advanced. I need to type in something here, some kind of command, but I really don't remember what that was. I was working with that at some point and it looked like it worked, but that's a long time ago and a lot of stuff changed. Okay. It's not that. Yeah, I think the issue is that I think it's only working if you simulate the game. Yeah. And yeah, okay, it is on, but the problem is the world is not loaded. And if we start the game like this, then don't think we have access to that. That's something we can try, yeah. Come on, don't crash. Soon. Yeah, the problem is it doesn't seem to be working in play mode, but in simulate mode it works. But in simulate mode I don't have the world loaded. That's kind of the problem I have with the whole system. It's really hard to debug things when I don't have stuff loaded properly. So I'm kind of fighting against world composition setup, and or maybe I have all that not set up correctly, and that's why I need to fight against it somehow. Yeah, I think it's not an issue. It's what's going on here? Okay. I mean, we have some kind of stuff going on here, but not for other characters. Oh, now they have clothing. Awesome. But, like I said, I'm not sure what I need to set here so that I can see the... Oh, wait. AI behavior tree. Yeah, I need to go through those and check them. Okay. Apostrophe. Okay, that doesn't go away. Strange. Just try that. No, it doesn't do anything. Nope. Strange. Let's see. We have the stimuli source on the character and the perception on the controller. And let's check for the player. Everything's there. Perception stimuli source on here. I remember that setup was kind of strange for that when I did that. And I followed the tutorial on that was in the documentation. So, but I remember that there were a few really strange things in there. And the problem is here I have the source. And I can set up site, but I'm not sure if I can only have it activated or deactivated. And on the controller, I have this update on target perception updated AI perception. So I think the controller checks the change, but I think the character still needs the specific source here. Yeah. Yeah, I need to look this up again and check that, but I'm not sure if that's my issue that I have here. I mean, okay, it is an issue that the state isn't updated properly, so this is not. But it should also have updated this here properly, but it didn't. So if I'm replacing this and do my own vision check here, which I don't remember when I set this up. There's some strange math in here that I don't remember setting up. Might have copied this from somewhere. Let's just try this. Let's see if that changes anything. Even though it triggered this correctly, but it didn't do this right. But I think I need to look the AI senses up again and then check that. But at the same time, I want to go a step further at some point. Not just use the AI senses, but use the system that they introduced later, where you can query the environment and do specific things according to objects in the environment and all that stuff. That would also help a lot with my stuff here. EQS, I think it was called, and figure that out. Because then I could set specific objects and trigger specific actions on those objects within the system, but I'm not sure how to set that up properly, and if it's killing too much. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm dropping frames like crazy. But I have no idea why. Everything on my end, apart from that, looks fine, but I'm still dropping frames. So I'm not sure what the issue is. Because I don't have much running in the background, so... No, it is on my end. I'm seeing dropped frames, so it's definitely on my end. So it's causing issues there. I need to go through the whole setup here, because I also noticed that I'm way louder than usual, even though I'm not speaking a lot louder than usual. And I need to go through my setup again. I haven't used this in 2 weeks. Maybe something changed with an update somewhere, and I need to go through all the settings again. But I will stop here for today because I'm tired. And I need to do a lot of research. I will start on that. So I should be back tomorrow. Hopefully have time to do a bit of research. And figure out how the sense system works. And maybe have a look into EQS. And yeah, you too. And hopefully find a solution for the issues that I have. So, see you then. Bye bye.